a little bit about Nicole Alvarez.
Okay, well, I was born and raised in Miami, and I spent most of my life there, but I also lived in New York, and I've lived in Argentina, and I went to college in Jacksonville. So and I ended up in LA. So I've been around, but I was, as a little girl, obsessed with music to the point that I would sit by the TV. I used to watch this thing called Friday Night Video, and I would tape the whole show, and then I would put it under my pillow at night, and I would listen to it as I went to sleep. And I always made sure that, like, I bought all the music magazines, and with a notebook I would write down all the details of all my favorite bands, and it was just the one thing that always had my attention. I was about 7, but my dad also, remember, he would take us to the beach, and him and my uncle would play Rocky Raccoon by the Beatles, and my dad did a lot of, like, Simon and Garfunkel. And he made me learn the lyrics to The Devil Went Down to Georgia before I think I even knew the alphabet.
Charlie Daniels Band?
Yeah.
Oh!
My dad and then my older cousins were just always playing music, or it was just always around. So to me, it felt like family. It felt like my home. Every time somebody turned on a tune, I was like, ah, I'm home now. Okay. It made sense.
Okay.
So it just stuck with me.
So let me ask you this. So you started with the thing under your pillow, which is a great start. How long before you started practicing in the mirror? Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. We talked a lot about this notion of dreaming it and doing it. And all week long I've been kind of promoting the fact that you're somebody who actually did have a dream to do something and actually made it happen. So when did you actually start taking this fascination with music and thinking, you know what? I can do this.
I didn't even think I can do this. I was like, this is what I'm going to do, so let me start practicing now. I would practice in front of the mirror, or I would place the radio next to me and the song would come on and I would talk over it. And I always made sure that I knew more about the song and the artist than anybody around me.
Well, see, that's something that I've noticed when I listen to you on the radio. You clearly are up to speed on the bands. You're up to speed on their music. You're up to speed on what they're doing in their lives and so forth, which I hate to say it, in a lot of places, you know, that kind of attention to detail and immersion in a band, and it's kind of lost its place in today's world where, you know, somebody just plays the record, they don't even tell you who it is, nothing, right?
It sounds like
it's more
people
about
don't
reading
care.
the commercial breaks, right?
Yeah.
And so perhaps it's because, you know, you work in the evening hours where it seemed like in the evening in radio has always been a little bit looser, right?
Yeah.
And
that's why they put me there.
I was going to say, and you happen to be pretty saucy.
I am a little bit.
I would say.
They call it sassy. I like saucy.
Saucy.
I'm a bit rebellious too with my word and my actions. So I do like to push the envelope a little bit. I like to be honest. And night times, I guess, when the light is not shining, is when people like to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think people appreciate that. The thing that's striking for me, and I think it's something that folks out there, whether you're in a band, whether you're a manager, whether you want to work at a record label, whether you want to be a DJ, is you do your homework, right? And in today's world, a lot of people just, they have some feeling of entitlement that they just need to show up and that it's all going to happen.